Alright, today I'm going to be discussing free garbage service. And as I say in the majority of my videos on how to get something for free, don't have garbage service. But, a lot of people don't really think about it, but recycling is actually free garbage service. And I know they don't take everything, but they do take a large majority of it. So I usually do this in several different steps. You don't have to do everything I do, especially the burning. I burn the majority of my boxes and paper products and things because I live in the middle of the woods, and that takes up a large bulk of the garbage, so that's less trips I have to take. On top of that, there are things obviously that you can't recycle, but in simple, before I go to clips or anything, if you do recycling, like me, I live about 5 minutes from a recycle center. Usually I can just throw some bags of recycling into my vehicle, and it's not a big deal. It's not out of my way or anything to just drop by and, empty the bags into the garbage, or, the recycling. And on top of that, outside of things that can be recycled, I generally make like one Walmart-sized bag of garbage, and that can easily just be dropped at a gas station while I'm filling up. And everybody always wants to talk about recycling as being good for the earth, and then some people say it's bad for the earth. I say none of the arguments really matter because it's free. It's someplace I can go and dump my garbage and not have to pay someone to do it. Now, this may not concern you, of course, if you live in the city or something that has your garbage service already accounted for in your taxes. But if you live outside of the city like I do, you have to pay for your own garbage service. So I'll go ahead and cut to a clip here of me burning most of my boxes.
So here I've got my paper products, and yeah, I've got a lot of pizza this week. But yeah, so we're gonna burn it. Doesn't take terribly long to burn paper products, and in most, it depends on your state, but most states it's still technically classified as a campfire, especially if you have rocks and a designated place to burn things. But yeah, if you don't want to take as much recycling to the recycling center, it is okay to burn. And it's especially nice in the winter because you can use it as a fire starter, especially if you have a wood burning stove, which I should be doing a video on that soon. I'm looking into actually getting a wood burning stove for myself to save me money in the long term on my electric bill through the winter, because I have a 700 square foot house and I was paying $250 a month for my electric bill. It's an old house, it's not sealed properly, missing insulation, but yeah, that'll be a topic for another video. But yep, just burn these boxes here if you don't want to take as many trips to the recycle center. Doesn't take long to burn, like I said. Usually I'll start the fire in 2 or 3 spots. Since I'm making this video, I'm going to be out here for a minute anyways. Might take a few takes. I decided I'll just start it in the middle there and let it slowly burn its way out. I am going to go ahead and forgot to state it a second ago, be sure to be responsible when you are making a fire. Have something nearby that you can put it out if it gets out of control. If you want, for added measure, do it on a rainy day. It doesn't matter. Just make sure that you have a designated fire burning area, that if you see I've cleared it off, there's a lot of gravel, there's not grass and things around it, I've got rocks. Be responsible and make sure to follow the laws of wherever you live.
Now, some of you may be socially anxious or worried about going to a recycling center, or you're not really sure what to do when you get there. It's pretty simple. You just pull in, and they have different bins that are labeled glass, plastic, aluminum, things like that. Thing to keep in mind, usually colored glasses are separate. You want to put your clear glass, and like they'll have different bins for clear glass, for brown glass, for green glass, things like that. I don't know if this is true for all recycling centers, but they don't like the plastic bags to be recycled. So don't put plastic bags in recycling. And you don't have to rinse, rinse out the bottles and things. It's just if it's going to be sitting around your house for any kind of period of time, it's suggested you rinse it, or else, like for instance, you got a lot of soda bottles or something, it'll draw ants. So, I mean, it's not difficult. Just have a few bins set up in your house, walk up to a sink, rinse out a bottle, 2 seconds, throw it in the bin. When you're ready to go to recycling, just throw some of the bags in your back seat and go on your way. And the tiny bit of garbage that you're still producing at that point, just drop it at a gas station. And that's going to save you, at least like in my area, I think it's like $80 every 3 months. And that might not be a lot to you, but $80 every 3 months is still $80. That's a day's worth of work if you're making $10 an hour, working 8 hours a day, and not paying taxes. So if you pay taxes and you make less than $10 an hour, that's more than a day's work just for 3 months of garbage service. And you're still having to take it outside. You're still having to take it to the bottom of the hill. If you live on a hill like me, it's a half-hour walk to take my garbage can to the road. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and cut to a clip here of just me dropping some stuff in the recycling. Well, I hope this was informative for you. Sorry if it wasn't some sort of game-changing, crazy way to get free stuff, but unfortunately none of my videos are really that, but they are actual ways to save money. This isn't clickbait or something that isn't going to work. Just being straight, just being real. This is something you can do to save substantial amounts of money in the long run. Just like my video on the hammock. I mean, yeah, I didn't go out and get you a free bed, but a hammock is $30. And if you learn to lay in a hammock, that's way cheaper than a bed. I've had mine, like I said, for 1.5 years, and just say it only lasted me 2 years. Every 2 years, that's $30 instead of every 10 years, $400 or $500. And just like with the phone service video, I showed you how without having to get a government phone, you can legitimately get a phone that works through Wi-Fi for free. And if you need something while you're out on the road, or if you're going somewhere that doesn't have Wi-Fi, then you can pick up some cheap hotspots here and there. Oh, and I am a new channel. I'm just starting out. Don't have a whole lot of subscribers, so if you could, please smash that subscribe button and go ahead, hit the little bell for some notifications. I try to release a video every week on Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. So just stay tuned. It's been Postal 268. Thanks for watching How to Be Broke.